Hello, I'm starting a Forever world, and we're starting by customizing things. So this is a random residential lot in San Myshuno. It's in the food district, like the curry district. I think it's the spice district is what it's called. And I was like, they need a restaurant there. Like, you have the food festivals. It's like the food sort of area, but there's nothing food related. This is where you have like a lot of the festival things, like Curry Fest, the thrifting is here. There's something else. There's more than that. I can't think of it, but that's irrelevant anyway. So, have full walls. This is Finny Fun, a fun restaurant, which is I guess meant to be a chain. No, don't plan to make more of these in my world, just so that each lot can be different. But I made this sort of logo thing, so that's the idea. Stop getting rid of my outfit. I spent all this time making them funky chef outfits, and you keep getting rid of them. I've had to adjust this several times. I don't know why it refuses to save them. Select. Are they working? Okay. And I made a custom menu, which click to view menu. So yeah. Because it's a, finny fun. It's got a lot of fish. Got a couple of other things like chicken nuggets for people that aren't into seafood. And yeah. Got lots of seafood and sushi and stuff. Because it's a vaguely Asian inspired restaurant, just on aesthetics. Not a specific cuisine. I guess the closest is probably Japanese, just because that's what I've noticed there's a lot of things that I can distinctly recognize as Japanese that come with like these paper cranes. Yeah. So we've got like this. This is inspired by solar flare, which took me forever to find what lot I was even thinking of, because I didn't think it was in the base game. I thought it was part of the Get Famous, because I always see like celebrities and stuff there, but no, it's base game. It's in the deserty place. I forgot what it's called. The like, because you have Newcrest, Willows Creek, and the other one. So yeah, this is like the lobby sort of thing, so you kind of just come in here, and then upstairs is restaurant stuff. Over here is outdoor dining. Where you've got a bar, you've got a stage where you can sing, play guitar, lots of dining space, and then these are like tables, and I put little tables inside them. They're meant to look like lazy Susans, because I've noticed in a lot of Asian restaurants in particular, like Chinese restaurants, you'll have a big table with a massive lazy Susan for families and stuff. So that's what those are. And then upstairs is where most of it is. Can you not? And we've got sort of stripes to match with the uniforms, which are there at the moment. So yeah, they're always stripy shorts. So we got this stripy floor, a big mural. It was inspired by Rolled, which is like this Vietnamese chain restaurant. They're really good. I have one near where I live, so that's why I was inspired. But yeah, we got like plants, got toilets. Wow. Yeah, and a big kitchen that everyone can see whilst they're cooking. We got a sort of more communal area where you can just chat and stuff, and then fancy dining with lights. I got an area where I thought, if maybe you're on a date, and you or are they a partner when you're dating them? The person you're dating or on the date with goes to the toilet, you can go sit and relax, whilst you wait for them to do their business. So yeah, I think that's most of the things here in Finny Fun. I've made 3 lots so far for this world, but this is the first one I made. Because I was like, I need a restaurant in I hadn't made a restaurant before. I don't know if there's a world that just comes with one. I don't know much, all the packs and stuff. But over there, that's the karaoke bar. I haven't adjusted that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And I like that it's got the logo thing. That's probably my favorite part. And also to get this mural, because this is from like the graffitiing, as in the actual thing. When you go into build mode, even with the debug stuff on, I couldn't find it, so I went into the gallery and stole it. Which is cool. Yeah. And I forgot to mention, I added some semi capsule machines, because I find them neat, and I feel like that matches. Like there's a shopping center near me that has a lot of like Asian restaurants and Asian inspired stuff and capture machines and thing, and it just adds more to do on the lot. Because I don't want to keep things as just strictly necessarily the lot type, because I found in gameplay sometimes the ones that they have in the game can be a bit boring because they just don't have a lot for your sim to do. And now moving on to lot 2, which is also in the same world, which is San Myshuno. And I decided the fashion district needs a clothing store. Like, it's, meant to be a fashion district, but there was like just apartments and a karaoke bar, and I'm like, I'll keep the karaoke bar over there, but decided we need a clothing store. So this is the second one I did. I mean, I started it and then left it and did the other one, came back, which the mannequins are empty. I did try and I made outfits for them all, and then when the sim moved, they took all the furniture, including the outfits on the mannequins. So that's something to fix up in Fovever mode. I didn't even record footage of the outfits because I didn't think that would happen. I'm super sad. Wait, no spoilers. Just ignore that empty floor. So yeah, it's got a love heart and it's called Doll's House because it's inspired by like a doll's house. And I put a love heart in there, to make it look a bit more interesting. So yeah, it's a big sort of more like a department store, I guess. Like there's little boutiques inside kind of thing rather than all being one, because it is a massive building. That's why it took me, like, I needed to come back to it after doing something else, because it's kind of difficult to fill a space this big. I made it that big just to compensate for, like, the heart. Also don't like working with round walls, but yeah. We come in through here. I love these bushes, they're so cute. And, you've got a photo booth, which is cool. And you've got this sort of main counter, that's where you buy stuff. That's where you pay for everything. And I'm so annoyed them. It looks so cool with the outfits there. You'll have to just trust me that it looks cool. And then yeah, this is like the first one, which is like a knitwear clothing store. So we've got like knitted stuff, and I also made it so that these two are like local businesses, handmade sort of things. They get priority in the bottom floor, so that all the fancy businesses are up the top, but also so that foot traffic sees these guys first. So this is a bisexual gender fluid person who does knitting. So we got little knit things like the plush things. I made them bisexual because of this. I was like, ooh, pretty. I love this mirror. Yeah, the fancy flooring, because I did have that in the heart at one point, and I was like, that's too much. So I put it here. Because I'm not usually a leopard print person, but I guess like for that Y2K aesthetic, like when I think of fashion girlies, I think it's because Claudine from Monster High wears a lot of animal prints. And that's who I think of when I think of fashion. And then we've got this one, which is like a accessory shop, because there's a 10 mannequin limit. And so they have like handbags. There's like one handbag in the items that you can pick from. And then these are like debug from the gem stuff. So yeah, they sell like necklaces and things. So I was thinking, that's why I was like, oh yeah, because someone makes those and someone does the knitting. And also a lot of them have a little activity out the front of them. So it's like, yeah, you can learn how to knit because, they want to spread the joy. So in terms of outfits, I had like, this one had like a knit vest and a beanie. I couldn't add the knitting beanies because I couldn't figure out how to get cheat codes to unlock it. And then this one had like again, a beanie. And then there was like this sort of gradient, purpley crop knit top. I picked knitwear to match with the theme. And then here's just a sort of communal area. We got a big thing to dance at, and we got some places to sit. These are the fashion inspo boards. I really like these lamps. They're such a cool color. They're so pretty. And then we've got music. Oh yeah, each shop also has their own vibe, so they have their own different type of music. So this one has cottagecore, because like knitting's sort of homey and stuff. This one's romance, to go with the jewelry, maybe buying for like a partner, because I feel like that's a common reason why people buy expensive jewelry, is like for weddings and stuff, as in to propose with. I mean, you also would get it wait. Okay, and then we got change rooms. So yeah, the You've got the clothing, you've got these mirrors again, and these funky chairs. I really like the high school years, and I think it's pastel pop really go well together to make this sort of cutesy Y2K feel things. Yeah, we have changing rooms. We've got an area where you can take photos, like a photo shoot. So in here's a little rack full of cameras that you can like hire and, you know, photo booths. I'm really annoyed that these guys looked so cool. Like this one had a monocle and top hat and fancy coat, and this had the corset, the men's corset thing. I will have to make the outfits again, or as best as I can. And then we've got the clothing. So this one's meant to be like your high-end, really fancy stuff. So that's why you got the gold and the marble and the fancy light. This one's sort of meant to be, I guess, like Hot Topic and Vivienne Westwood. More Vivienne Westwood, I guess, in terms of like, these are meant to be like, fancy places. But also like, I guess, Hot Topic's also like a sort of alternative. Is quite a different aesthetic, I guess, to Vivienne Westwood, because Vivienne Westwood's designer. But, you know, like I picked these ones because they kind of look like guillotines. But yeah, I'm spewing. That outfit was my favorite that I've made. Was the one for the female mannequin. And here, it's like, oh, I'm spewing. And then this one's sort of meant to be like cute and fun. You know, we got happy shoes, clothes. And then yeah, out here, oh, you can get a tattoo here, because like that's like an alternative thing to do, you know, getting your angsty outfit and a tattoo at the same place at the same time. Wow. And then here we've got like makeover thing, because I don't think we have Claire's in Australia, but I know that's a thing in the US. And it kind of reminds me of what we used to have as Diva. They don't exist anymore, they haven't for a while, but it was like this very pink, I loved it as like a little kid. You know, like had like yeah, it was, Claire's kind of reminds me of Diva, with, you know, like kid sort of accessories, so very lots of pink, fun sort of jewelry and stuff that kids actually enjoy, because a lot of it's a bit, you know, I guess mature, like I'm not it's making sense, but yeah, this is sort of like trying to think of equivalents. So like what are equivalent sort of brands? My brain's going to Supre. Maybe Cotton On, because Cotton On has both a kids section and adult section. And I think Cotton On's a bit younger in audience. I can't think of any clothing brands. So yeah, this is like your Vivienne Westwood, Dangerfield, Hot Topic. I can't think of any. This is like your, is it Dior, Chanel, Gucci, your fancy, but like men's suits. Just annoying that they got rid of my monocle man. And then we've got the last lot, which is technically the second time I've made it, because I made it in a previous world where I just sort of renovated, so I just updated the furniture and stuff. I didn't change the actual building itself. Saw some other people's designs and I was like, oh, I need to redeem myself. So I got into Glimmerbrook, and instead of having a bar, I made a library, because you're telling me the magical place didn't have a library? I mean, it's only got 5 laws, but still, it needed a library. So that's what I did. So yeah, we had Finny Fun, we had Doll's House, because, you know, it looks like a doll's house. It's inspired by, like, Barbie. And then this one is called Nooks and Books, because it rhymes. And also the original name was, like, Brews and Elixirs or something. So I wanted to keep similar sort of feel. I needed to open so that I don't spoil the inside. So yeah, we've got this sort of, I wanted it to feel small, like so like cozy and stuff, but also have this sort of medieval fanciness. So that's what these sort of things do, is like to make it kind of feel castle-y, like a castle house. Got outdoor sides, so we've got, you know, a telescope, got some gardening, because I feel like, you know, a community lot, you know, I can do some community gardening. Like, libraries are really good for you, for free stuff for the community and the peoples. So I thought that, yeah, gardens would make sense, and it was also cool way to use up the space and not have the building be too big, because that is definitely something I struggle with. And then we've got like a little picnic area with a seance table, because I mean it's a magical library, so I wanted to include magic-y stuff. And yeah, we got this sort of nook that looks like sort of a greenhouse on the outside. And now we'll come to the front. Oh yeah, I found a duck statue, so I added ducks to the fountain. And yeah, we got like a, I don't know what you call these sort of outdoorsy. Does this lot have any bins? We're gonna find that out. Actually, that's fine. I'm sure I added a bin somewhere. We're gonna, okay, well, if we're gonna explore inside, we're gonna do it like this. So yeah, first we have this sort of nook, which we have a lot of them. We got nooks, plural. So yeah, I added this because it's like junior wizard set. I'm like, that's magic related. Got the gem thing just because it looks cool, and you know, again, I want my lots to have a little bit to do so that I don't immediately just want to leave. I need them to have, you know, stuff to entertain my Sims with. So, and then an easel. Got a little bar here where you can make tea, because I know that everyone likes to, you know, curl up in bed. I mean, there's no beds. I should make a bed library. But yeah, like, I just feel like tea and reading is a thing. Like, I bought a blind date with a book, and it came with tea and stuff. I also put in a waffle maker, because waffles. That's a good enough justification. I had this fancy door. We'll get to you later. Got the, okay, there is a bin. We got the bathroom, which has lots of lights. Yeah, nice little bathroom with stalls. I think the stalls are from like the uni, or they're either from the uni or high school, one of those. Oh yeah, probably should have went with the front desk first. Also, this was a lifesaver. I was trying to make one myself by just like finding a surface thing that I could stack. Like, I think there's a caddy in high school living that I was trying to just fill with books, and then I saw that from Get to Work, and I was like, that's perfect. So yeah, this is like the front desk. We've got the little kiosk thing that I put in there to make it look like one of the machines. We got typewriters, because typewriters fit the aesthetic better. So that these two desks have got, you know, computer desks, but these ones over here close to the books are just for reading. Also got a couple of little chairs to sit on. Got a big pot for magic, because this is like a library in the wizardy. Keep calling it the Wizarding World, but like Wizarding World's probably copyrighted. In the magic, is there an M word that's like world? The magic-y place. So yeah, we got the big cauldron, so they can make soup, and they can all sit around that, because you know, we're reading books and studying magic. Those are meant to be, I don't know why I put them where I did. Can I not put that in the middle? Oh no, see, the middle of that desk is like not a spot. That's slightly better. Maybe if I do that. Yeah, sometimes I get the angles wrong and don't check properly. Those lights are gonna annoy me. And then we've got this, so I added these little guys for the chess area. Just like on a little, I can't think of what it's called, platform. That's the word. So yeah, this is another nook where you can read, play chess. Yeah, I think this is my favorite. It's just nice and cozy. Like, I mean, I am biased because books, but this just feels like this is a lot better than what they had, and it fits the themes so much better. Like, I legitimately was playing, and it was like, no, I cannot handle the lot that he had here. So yeah, those are my 3 builds, I guess. I will have to sort of test them and stuff to see if, you know, they're functional, if there's anything that needs further adjusting. Can't believe the stupid Sim took those outfits with. I'm so spewing about those outfits. I don't know if it's saved somewhere, or if it's saved to that Sim. I don't know how the mannequin outfit save system works. Like, if it's a I think, oh, also I think I forgot to talk about lot traits. So I gave this one boxes and things. I think that's the only sort of super interesting. Most of the others are just whatever is helpful for whatever the topic is. So, you know, internet, study spot, yeah. And I think that's all I've got so far. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. Might try and make like try and make some of the different lots I haven't made before, like making a spa. The thrift shops seems pretty cool. Let's have a look actually. The way I'm gonna decide is look through the worlds and see if anything in particular needs resolving. I'm not gonna go for residentials at the moment. Residentials for when I start playing with people as people. Oh, Mortimer Gott's alive here. I had him die on one of my other ones, and it's just I found out because he was a ghost. It's like, what? Parks are also something that probably need fixing. I find I never go to them. I don't go to a lot of the lots unless I have to, which is I think part of why I'm working to. If I make them myself, maybe I'll be more invested. Oasis Springs. So yeah, it's this one that was inspiration. So we've got a museum. Museums tend to be pretty boring. Like the one in the Get Famous is really bad. Like I went there recently. I'm like, there's nothing to do here. So we've got bar, lounge, gym. I think this world's fine. Nothing. Oh wait, why am I looking at this one? This one's a future me problem. That's like probably towards the end. Oh, these are like retail shops. That makes sense. This one's probably gonna have clubs. So, is that like a beach? Island Bluff. I don't know what that is. That just a specific lot type for that one thing. We got like a nightclub, cafes. Oh, that sounds fun. And a pool. Okay, this one's got a couple of different monkey lots. So I'm like, a lot of these, there's not a ancient ruins. Ooh, garden. This one's got some funky different lot types. A cafe could be fun. See, this is also looking through them. You can see what I should know what's in here because I just here. I do want arts gallery makes sense. Not sure if there's something better that would make sense than a gym there. And I'll keep that as a karaoke bar. Just adjust it. Guessing there's not much in this world. There's only residential? Really? I could make I've got to add something there. So I've got an excuse to go there. So we got a museum, park, vet clinic. Ah, okay, that makes sense. So yeah, this also gives an idea of what packs different lot types come with. These places are massive. So yeah, we've got like a gym. This museum is so bad. And then we got like they're both lounges. I guess that kind of makes sense. See, I don't get the difference between the lounge, nightclub, and bar. They feel like they're essentially the same thing. This one's got a science, a secret lab. Okay, that's that world's special thing. Is this gonna have like a beach or a pool? Okay, we have beach lots. That makes sense. Some of these worlds feel kind of small. We were just in Glimmerbrook, which we know is tiny. Oh, there's a library. Oh, is this the uni world? University. See, I haven't messed with the uni stuff. Okay, so that's are these two different uni campuses? Oh, okay. Right, no, that makes sense, I guess, because you've got like things with like sports and stuff or uni things, so kind of need two so they can compete with each other. This community space. I'm not sure what this quarry. I don't know what a community space is. Is that just a vague? Oh, it's with eco living. Okay, so that makes sense why I'm not getting it because it's got some weird stuff. Oh, this is where there's those festivals that, yeah, okay, so this is like a very Japanese inspired place we got. Oh, and those are like vacation places, which I always forget about the vacation worlds. I was like, is that Gravity Falls? I actually legitimately never go to them because I forget that they're there. Oh, this one's gonna have some cute stuff. So yeah, they've got like a bar, some farms. I feel like a cafe might be better for. I just feel like the. I mean, I guess there's also your pubs. Like, if you go. Okay, I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. This one's like a wedding venue and a lounge. Oh, this must be with the. I was saying Get Hitched. Yes, that's what the pack's definitely called. Is it bar and bunker? Oh, it's like a campy bar thing. Is this the werewolf one? Why is there like no? Oh yeah, see the worlds that come with those packs are tiny. They've got like 5 lots each. Okay, I haven't worked with schools much, like at all. So that could be fun. The thrift shop. Okay, so it seems like it's. I haven't seen anything that stand out that I'm like, I need to fix that. What is that? A recreation center? That sounds interesting. Vlog. Half these worlds I don't think I've even visited before. Like, I don't think I've been here. Nightclub, park, bar. See, half of them are like parks, bars, and lounges, because I guess those came with the base game, so like every world can just have that. They don't really put a lot of museums, which I feel like somewhere like the cottage living makes sense to have something like a museum. It's already sort of that rustic old busting neighborhood with 2 houses. Oh, there's 3. I didn't. Oh wait, Tamarang is like has some interesting stuff. Like if you eat food from there, they get all excited and happy. Like woo. See, I'm like, where's the Love Hotel? Okay, so. Ooh, a vacation rental. That makes sense. Park. I'm like, yeah. They did. It makes okay. Gym kind of makes sense because I know that people do go there and like go ooh. And also, this pack does have a lot of gym stuff, so it makes sense that they made a gym, lounge, nightclub. I feel like this world needs a restaurant as well, so that you can go on a date there. Got a nightclub, cemetery. Yeah, okay. Bar. I feel like I need to plan out. Otherwise, I'm like, oh yeah. You also got things like small businesses. So I feel like if I would fill up too many lots, and not have space for people to have their own business. Okay. Now I think let's have a quick look. So I don't know what my next port of call is. Okay, so this is like a camping area, giving like cabins and stuff. This is because yeah, I feel like these worlds like you've got so many different places to stay, but nothing to do in them because they're not that big. Oh, okay. Right, I'm like, I don't know enough about Star Wars to edit it, but okay, Batu just is functionally different. Cool. I will figure out I'll figure out what I'm gonna put where and stuff, or cause yeah, I'm like, wait, is there not a world that has a spa? I'm looking for it, man. Cause yeah, I know it's a dark blue pack. No, it doesn't. There's no world that's from that. Okay, so someone needs a spa. That's something to add. Spas, I feel like I've got to go in sort of a The romantic... Wait. Copperdale. Because it's a high school world, right? And you've got parents and they need massages. So I feel like a spa needs to go in one of these. Is that... So, one of these places, so... okay, I might put it on this little thing. Why would you have a vacation rental in a... Actually, no, I'd get rid of the vacation rental, probably. Because, yeah, I want the thrift shops to stay. Library makes sense for a school area. Why would you go on a vacation to a place that's just got a school? And a park, I feel like, also makes sense for, like, family sort of stuff. So, yeah. This is gonna be a spa. And, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed my buildings.